A lot of us feel like we deserve something, but we only deserve what we get out of everything that we put in, all the work that we put in consistently. And a lot of times we focus on wanting things that we haven't worked for, wanting things that require getting our life together. I think what we need to understand is we have to get our life together first. Then we can work towards getting the things that we want. A lot of us aren't even working on a solid foundation. We work on a weak foundation because we think everything is useless and we just want to get to the good stuff. We just want to be at the top without climbing the mountain. We have to climb the mountain first before we can get to the top. And a lot of us try to take shortcuts without realizing that it's actually the longer path. When we struggle financially, it could be because we don't make enough, because everything is so expensive now. So we have to look for a better job. But some of us, we make enough. We have a good paying job, but we don't know how to budget. And that's because we thought school was useless, that education was useless, but it's not. Education and having knowledge is the foundation that you need to have to know how to do things. When it comes to finances, when you're not talking about investing, but basic finances like budgeting, it's just simple math. It's just taking how much you make and subtract it by how much you spend, your expenses. And that includes your bills. And how much you have left over is how much you've saved that month. So it's just basic addition and subtraction. But some of us aren't even good at that. We have to use a calculator. And that's because we haven't built a solid foundation. And when we work on a weak foundation, we start to struggle in life. The best way to budget is to keep track of your finances, how much you spend and how much you make, and how much you spend every week, and project it out for a month. If you spend $1,000 that week and you project it out into 4 weeks, and every week you spend $1,000, that's $4,000 a month. And if you only make $3,000, you spent too much. And I feel something as simple as that, a lot of us, we struggle with. And we blame schools for not teaching us finance, but fail to realize that school taught us math. And finance is all about math. So a lot of times we have to understand that school gives us the tools, but isn't going to walk us through life, isn't going to hold our hands through life. It teaches you the basics, the foundation, and gives you the tools to learn how to deal with any situation, but won't teach you any specifics unless you major in a specific field and you specialize in what you do. What we have to realize is nothing is useless. Everything that we learn is useful in some type of scenario, but we let our egos make us feel like we're bigger and better than everything. But we have to be humble and be a student of life and realize that we know nothing. When we make assumptions, when we think that we know everything, that's when we fail to see the opportunity in front of us, the opportunity to learn, the opportunity to grow, and the opportunity to become something from the situation that we're in. Good or bad, there's lessons in everything. A lot of us feel like we deserve a promotion. We feel like we're underappreciated at our job, and we feel like we deserve to be paid more. But some of us, we're too afraid to ask for a promotion. You won't get a promotion unless you ask. It's hard to get anywhere without trying. And when we're not where we want to be, it's because we didn't do it right. We didn't have the right approach. And if we do ask for a promotion and we get rejected, then it's time to look for a better job and work for a company that allows us to grow. We can't continue working at a company that has no opportunities for growth. And it's our responsibility to find a company that has opportunities for growth, so we don't have to feel like we're stuck or stagnant or feel like we're underappreciated. We have to realize that it's up to us to walk that path to get to where we want to be. And we have to realize that we're not the only ones struggling with the problem that we're dealing with. There's people that struggle with the same thing that we're going through, and they were able to fix it. Sometimes we have to realize our approach is wrong, and we have to come up with a better strategy. Sometimes to get a promotion, we have to look for a better job, a job that will pay us more. And when we get that job offer, we go to our boss, and we tell them that we're leaving for a better job that's willing to pay us more, that has opportunities for growth. And sometimes they'll end up giving you the promotion that you want so you can stay at the company instead of leaving. And I know people who use that approach. They looked for a better job, had a job offer lined up before they talked to their boss. And when they did, they were able to get a promotion because their boss wanted to keep them at the company instead of letting them leave. So a lot of times when we're not where we want to be, we have to come up with a different strategy. Sometimes we're just doing it wrong and we need to have a better plan. And we have to realize that if we want anything in life, we have to work towards it. But to work towards anything, we have to take care of ourselves so we can be strong enough mentally and physically when we work towards getting to where we want to be, because it's not going to be easy. And we have to be strong enough mentally and physically to go through hardships. So when life knocks us down, we can get back up and keep moving forward. And we have to stop blaming everyone when we're not where we want to be. We have to take responsibility for ourselves and think about why we're not where we want to be. Is it because we haven't built a solid foundation? Is it because we haven't learned the skills necessary to get to where we want to be? Did we think everything was useless when it was actually useful, and we failed to take the opportunity in front of us at that time? And now we're paying the price and suffering as a result. But it doesn't have to stay this way. It's never too late to start building your foundation. It's never too late to start becoming better, to start improving, to start renovating and becoming the best version of you.